So you are currently getting on sales call, and if you need to convince your people on sales calls right now, your content already failed you. Your content is currently failing you. Let that land. Because most of you, women of color coaches, expert coaches, therapists, you're working in ministry, you have an expertise, you are focusing on getting more calls booked, you are trying to improve your pitch, and you are handling objections. But if someone gets on a call with you, they still need to be convinced. And you are still getting the same objections over and over again. That means the prospect, the buyer, were never sold in the first place. And attracting those kind of leads is energy draining. Convincing on a call is energy draining and time consuming. So, most women of color coaches believe that sales happen in the DMs, that sales happen on the call, or that I just need to get better with closing the sales calls. But think about it. If your prospect truly believe that you and your methodology is the solution, are the solution, your offer will get them the results, and that now is the right time to act, what would the call even look like? It wouldn't be about convincing someone or justifying the price. It would be confirmation. It would simply be getting on a call, figuring out the three-step plan, and then start right away. So, if your sales calls feels like you're explaining your offer on the call, you are handling more objections, you are trying to justify the price, that is not a sales skill problem, it's a content problem. Because your content didn't do the heavy lifting for you. It didn't do the heavy selling for you. Your content didn't shift their thinking. You didn't break their objection. You didn't challenge them to think differently, to have a different perspective. It didn't build safety for your prospect to yet say yes to their own transformation. Now you are trying to fix it. You are trying to fix it on the sales call within 60 minutes. And that's the hardest place to sell from. So you don't need better closing skill. You need a content system that pre-sells your offer before the conversation ever happens. Again, you need a content system that pre-sells your offer before the conversation ever happens. Because the best sales call that you will ever get sounds like, I have been watching your content. I already know I want this. How do I get started? So you want your content system to actually get the client to say yes to their own transformation. That is what pre-sold looks like. Isn't that the goal of running our coaching business? That the client has to sell to the coach why they want to be within our coaching offer. So here is the shift. Your content is not for engagement. Your content is not just for visibility. Your content is not here to showcase that you are trustworthy, that you are consistent with your business. Yeah, that's the bare minimum. Okay, that's the bare minimum. If you are running a coaching business, consistency and being trustworthy, showing your credibility online is simply the bare minimum. It's the bare minimum to even start expecting six figures and beyond with your coaching business. Your content is your sales system. Your content is working for you 24/7 as a sales rep. So every content should be doing one of these three things: challenge a belief, remove an objection, and increase the desire for your offer. Are you doing these three things within your content system right now? You are selling a high ticket offer, selling a one on one group coaching, which is between 3 to 10K. Are you doing these three things? If you're selling a course which is like $100, this content system is not for you. But you are a woman of color expert, you are with health, wealth, and relationship niche, and you are desiring to charge high ticket for your expertise. Are you doing these three things? If it's not doing that, your content system, if it is not challenging a belief, handling and removing the objection, and increasing the desire for your offer, It's not helping you to sell. You are just adding a noise in your business model. You are adding a noise in the industry. So let me give you a simple example. So if your audience believes I am not ready to invest yet, and your content is saying like, hey, here are the 3 tips to lose 20 pounds, you are reinforcing the belief that they can do this on their own. There is no desire to get the help. There is no desire to get the coaching, the method from you, because you are reinforcing the belief that they can do it on their own. Why would then someone pay you high ticket? Why would someone get the coaching from you? But if your content says waiting until you feel ready is the reason why you are still stuck, now you have disrupted something in their brain. Now they are questioning themselves. Now they are questioning, am I doing the right method? Can I actually improve? Can I do this in a better way? That's where the buying starts. Not when they learn something new, not when you are being nice in your content, being like, let me give you more value and giving the 3 tips, but when they realize that their current thinking is not working. Their current thinking is not helping them to get the results. So, if your content keeps reinforcing what your audience already believes, you are literally training them not to buy from you. And then now you are here and you are like questioning, why is no one buying from me? Why is my audience not seeing the value? Why do they not see the value in my offer? Because your content keeps reinforcing what your audience already believes, and there is no gap for them to think like, oh my god, I need to work with this person in order to get a better result, better transformation. Are you creating disruptive content right now? Are you creating new perspective in the industry? And if you don't fix that as a woman of color coach expert, you will keep getting on calls that won't convert and will waste your time, and you will keep believing that sales is sleazy, which is not. You will keep attracting people who are interested, but they are not ready to buy. They keep wasting your time, and you are keep wasting your time and not hitting the income goals that you have. And you will keep feeling like you have to prove yourself every time. You have to convince and you have to justify the 3K group offer. And eventually you will think, okay, maybe my offer is not good enough. But in reality, your content never positioned it properly. Your content never positioned you as the number one choice in the industry. So you keep being the best kept secret. So when you are realizing right now, okay, my content is not pre-selling my offer, I can do a better job with my content, I am not pre-qualifying my clients before they are getting on a call, that's exactly what we fix inside Leverage 20. We build a content system, a bingeable content system for you that shifts beliefs, that pre-handles objection, and that makes your offer as the obvious next choice. So by the time your buyer gets on a call with you, they are already sold because your messaging is designed to pre-sell your offer with every single post that you are doing. If that sounds like you and you are ready to stop wasting your time, leaving money on the table, and you want to scale your business beyond 6 figures, DM me ready and I will show you how to apply this inside your business, how to apply this content system in your content marketing. So, again, if your content isn't selling for you, if you're getting on calls and your prospect is not telling you why they booked a call with you will always feel like you are trying to sell harder your offer. Selling doesn't need to be that selling doesn't have to feel like it's hard. Selling can be very simple when you know what you are selling, when you know how to sell it in the most effective way. Because trying to sell it harder is not scalable. And if you're ready to scale beyond 6 figures, you have to learn a new way how to sell your offer in the most simplified way. Thank you so much for joining. I hope this episode helped you how to pre-sell your high ticket coaching offer with your content system and help you to see what you are doing wrong in your business. And when you are ready, simply DM me ready and we can get started. Thank you so much. Have a good day. See you in the next episode.